In tonight's video, we're going to take the RC10 Metallic Edition and run it on a brush system. We're going to test it on 2S and 3S, and the speeds it achieved is pretty impressive. Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be doing a speed test actually, on the RC10 Metallic Edition. Now if you guys have followed my channel, I've been working on this for several months and I kind of finished putting it together and stuff, but it took me a minute to get everything together for it. It wasn't so much that it's a complicated build, it's just putting the time into doing it. I think I started it late 2025 and I'm just now getting just about everything finished for it. This is about I would say about 90% complete as of what I have here. There's still several things I'm going to do to it. I still have to do the wing and install that on there as well. But it wasn't a complicated build. The one thing about building this was they used a lot of E-clips in it. That was the most interesting thing, because if you guys have built kits before, especially these kits like this from the 80s where they kind of do a re-release on our re-re, as people are saying now, or just taking a previous edition and modifying it some, they still use a lot of those components that they did back in the time these vehicles were designed. You guys see there it is, aluminum body shocks, but they're not threaded. Back in the day, people did have problems and issues with tightening that too much and breaking, but I do think Associated went ahead and made some adjustments so that that plastic's made of a stronger plastic. But I got this because I've always wanted an RC10 as a kid. And a friend of mine around the corner had one, and then he did the RC10T conversion kit where you convert it to a monster truck. And it was just all kinds of stuff you can do with this vehicle back then. This was pretty revolutionary as far as this vehicle is concerned. RC10, RC does not stand for radio control, believe it or not. I kind of forgot what it stood for, but I'm going to have something pop up so you guys can see that. But I always thought RC stood for RC10 with it. They got a whole history behind this vehicle. And I'll end up doing probably a video of Team Associated and going back in time and then kind of going forward from the 1980s or 84 up into maybe the present day. It's not going to be a long video, but I know you guys like those legacy videos that I put out and stuff. But anyway, with this car, I have wanted an RC10. I saw this Metallic Edition. I saw the commercial that they had out for it, and it looked good. And I said, I'm going to go ahead and build one. Now, I didn't do a whole complete build on a build video on this. I did kind of put up some posts here and there. I went live several times, etc. But like I said, it wasn't a complicated build. There is things I still want to do. So I'm probably going to get another body. This is going to be a basher body like, and then I'll get another one and then repaint it with all the decals and stuff. I like it that these decals are already pre-cut. So thank you for that, Associated, because Tamaya and I think Kyosho, you have to cut all these decals out, and I hate that about those kits. But anyway, this has full bearings on it, and I did go brush on this. So we are going to test this on 2S, and then we'll also test it on 3S. Don't know how this is going to hold up on 3S. It should be fine, but I noticed when I was testing this in the house, I heard a little bit of noise coming from the differentials and stuff. And you guys know this is constructed a little bit different than some of the modern day differentials and stuff. So I'm probably going to end up buying the Stealth transmission for that. That's about $139. So this is going to turn into probably about a $600 build with it. But I did do the Spektrum electronics into it. That is a 3S capable speed controller with a 15-turn adjustable brushed motor in there as well. But I am going to test this pretty much stock. I'm not going to worry about doing any adjustments or anything like that with it. This does come with 48 pitch gears. I believe that's about a 23 tooth or maybe even a 21 tooth pinion gear on that. I didn't go really high on it because I do want to kind of take it off road and run it. And I do have a chassis. Oh man, that's not screwed all the way in. That's for this antenna. I did have a long antenna tube going on, but I just took it off for now. But I do have a chassis protector as well that I'll end up putting on here when I take this off-road and run it, because I am going to run it. I didn't get it just to put on the shelf or anything with it. So like I said, everything on here as far as electronics were pretty cheap. I did get this kind of when it's on sale, but I'll put a link below in the description if you guys are looking at purchasing this system. You can purchase it in a whole or purchase it separately, but this can run 2 and 3S, and this is a 15-turn brush motor. And I did see a 16-turn brush motor that was rebuildable just like this for like $9 on sale. So if I find all that, I'll put that in the link below. I'll put that in the description below as well. This Amazon servo cost you about $9-10. So it was a cheap build with that. And I am using an old HPI radio with this. It's one of the radios I kind of had laying around. You guys see there, this TF40 radio. This is actually a good radio with this. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this body and stuff on here, and I'm gonna test this on 2S, and then we're gonna also test it on 3S as well. It's got full ball bearings and stuff in it. I'm not gonna run it off road today, but I am gonna get this running. You guys may hear some of that noise coming from the rear of this, but I'm thinking about 25 on 2S, maybe close to 40 on 3S, but we'll go ahead and we'll get that tested. And like I said, I haven't completed the build on this. I'm actually gonna do some Velcro straps on the side of this to keep this body down, because I do have to make some adjustments to have this body stay on here. But anyway, let me quit my yapping and let's go ahead and let's get this out and the speed tested. All right, y'all, got this all suited up and ready for the first speed test of this, making sure this GPS is catching, which it is. Like I said, I don't expect it to go super fast, but oh, I gotta adjust the brakes when I forgot about that. Anyway, yeah, I definitely gotta adjust the brakes on there. I forgot about that. Get this going down. Can you see it? As long as I can see it, we're good. Put this antenna up. Sometimes I lose reception right there. It's kind of weird, but anyway. Full speed. That's still smooth after all this time. They didn't change too much with this at all, as far as the transmission is concerned. So I gotta tap the brakes twice until I get adjustments on here for that. You guys can see it's a little bit, needs some adjustments there with the toe in and stuff. Like I said, I'll get that going before I take it off road. But let's see what we got here on 2S LiPo. Let's stop this. Let's read it. No way, 41? What? I was thinking it was gonna be a little bit slower than that. I thought 20s, maybe high 30s. We're gonna test this again. That's actually good. I don't need no 3S in here. Okay. I guess I'm thinking back in the day, like my Tamiya cars and stuff, trying to get those going. But let's do this again. I'm actually 41 miles per hour. Here it goes. I think I had a high bite on my carpet at home when I was testing it, so. Forty at 1, okay, I didn't think it was gonna go that fast. Maybe I'm thinking brushed motor, 540 can and all that, but let's make sure that wasn't a fluke. I don't think it was, but 41 miles per hour again. All right, let's go ahead and let's pop a 3S in here and see how he does on 3S LiPo. All right, y'all, 3S LiPo installed in there. It is a small LiPo. It's a 2000 milliamp, kind of one of my armor ones because I'm using those IC3 connectors, but it should be enough to get us going. So give or take a mile with a smaller LiPo in there, we should be still good to go. Make sure I get a reception. Don't want to crash because it's not like you can buy parts for it like that. I mean, you could buy individual parts, but it's like a part tree or something like that, or you got to buy the whole bag. But anyway, let's go. That's running smooth. All right, Stafford. This is going to give my bandit a run for his money, right? And this is brushed. Yeah, that's going good, guys. That's going a lot better than I had anticipated. If you guys don't know, this vehicle was featured in the Deadpool. I'll do a history on that as well because they did use the RC10 in the Deadpool. I think they used like 12 cells or something in that vehicle when they did that. But that's going very, very well. I may not have to buy that Stealth transmission for it, but we'll see when we take it off-road. So let's see what we got there. What do you guys think? I'm thinking 53. 53 right there on the dot. I am surprised I got all right. Got people calling me and stuff. Let me try this one more time. Take this on down here. Get this, make sure this is ready and this is catching. It is. Don't really need that much space, but this trash can over here is clowning. Boy, I can smell it. This trash can right there, like a dead animal or something in there. Look at that go. Yo, I am impressed. I didn't think it would be this fast. I thought what we got on 2S is what we get on 3S. And it still has room to gear this up some, but I doubt I'll do too much gearing up with it. All right, let's see what we got. Bring this on back. Probably didn't beat that 53, but man, this looks good. I may have to get another one just to do a shelf. Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I'm not even gonna do it. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm gonna get another blue Shell Queen. What for? I got this here and I did this for this reason, because I do want to run it. And I may run it without that wing too, because it does look pretty good with that. But anyway, let's stop. 49, we went down just a little bit. It's probably because, like I said, that smaller battery in there, but 53 miles per hour is what I got out of this with this system. This isn't even brushless and brushless 3S, so it's definitely capable of doing 65 plus miles per hour. So we may do a brushless test at some other point. I'm not going to worry about that right now, but I do want to go ahead and finish this build and then take it off road. Right now, like I said, I went ahead and I just taped the body up on there because I'm going to use GoPro straps for the side instead of trying to put the body pins and all that stuff on there. And then I got to mount the wing on there. And I may do what they did back in the 90s with the wing. They used to use a 2-liter soda bottle and they used to cut that out and put that on there for a wing. So I may go ahead and do that, or I may leave it like it is. I don't know. I kind of like it looking like it is right now. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think about this. I think at the speed this is going and the price I pay for everything, I'm probably just going to leave it as it is and get it going from there. So anyway, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, put your comments down below. There's going to be links to purchase one of these as well if you want to do that. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, if you want to do more RC or Team Associated stuff, they got a 4-wheel drive version out. They got a truck, a 4-wheel drive truck and stuff. Let me know in the comments. I'll go ahead and probably push the button on one of those and then do a build video or something like that, or at least show you guys some of the images from the build video and then get out and run it. So appreciate you guys watching.